Hello, welcome to episode 3 of Igniting Your Life. I'm Karen, and if this is the first time you're joining me, you can find me at www.ignitingyourlife.ca, and you can email me at karen@ignitingyourlife.ca. So today's topic, we're going to talk about something that's a bit more personal, spiritual, Tuesday's usual topic. We're going to talk about dieting. This is something that probably all of you, and I certainly know me, has been part of. Dieting is something that seems to be pretty standard in our culture, and these are my tips for not actually dieting, but making a life change and making it stick. And these are things that I have tested and tried and know to be true, because when I follow this, I have no problems. I've actually lost 60 pounds and I'm trying for a few more. And using this plan has worked. When I don't use it, I don't lose. And it's more not so much from the food exercise perspective, but more from the mental and planning and really getting your head around what you need to do. So here's some of my tips. You can go to the website and download the worksheet. So everything that I'm talking about today, you can actually download the worksheet and work through this yourself. And hopefully you'll find the same results that I have, because I really believe in this plan. So the first step is to get someone on board with you, whether it's a friend, family member, personal trainer. In my case, it's both friends and personal trainer. My family's always been supportive, but they can't push because I'll push back. Just that kind of personality. So find somebody that's really going to cheer you on, somebody who maybe you can work out with, you can discuss the challenges that you're having, somebody to commiserate with, and somebody who's going to help you get back up and get going again. So I love the idea that that two friends or two family members can really share. I think that's really important. Figure out if the second step is to figure out if you're an all or nothing person or a moderation person. Some people can cut out all the sugar, fats, bad stuff cold turkey. Some people need to slowly work it out of their diet. In my case, I am a all or nothing kind of person. I have to actually cut it all out because I can hear those cookies no matter where they are. It's pretty amazing, actually. You can bury them in the bottom of a freezer and I have no problems finding them. They seem to call to me. So if you're somebody though who can, walk past a bag of chips and not eat the whole bag, then you probably could go with the moderation and slowly cut things out until you're exactly where you want to be. So it's really important to do this step. You're essentially planning to plan. You need to sort this out, because if you pick the wrong step, you could end up off track. I know I've tried the moderation approach and ended up finding myself at the end of a bag of chips. So really spend some time thinking about this. The third step is working out a plan. Figure out what kind of groceries you need to have in the house, what you're going to prepare for food, when you'll be at the gym, what you'll be doing when you're there. If you have family members that live with you, then you're going to need to also take them into account. If you're the one that prepares the meals, you're going to need to prepare something that both they're going to like and you're going to be able to eat. If you're not the one that prepares the meals, you have to get that person on board with you. It's not a good idea to be sitting there eating French fries at the table and expecting to lose, or to at least be healthy. So you really need to spend some time thinking about that. I know when I was living with other people, what I needed to do was have a cupboard that was just mine, or a cupboard that you stay out of. Something that you know is yours, or something you know is not yours. And that'll help you keep on track, because you know not even to open that cupboard if that's the case. So make sure that you really are considering this. The working out, I put a reminder in my calendar and it goes off a couple hours before I'm supposed to be there. Actually, for me, I look at it as when the reminder goes off, I'm able to kind of go, the workday is almost over, I'm almost out of here, and I actually start to look forward to it. The sweating and all of that is not always the most fun, but it's something to look forward to. It's a real good stress release. So make sure you're you're setting yourself up for success. Okay, what's the saying? Failing to plan is planning to fail. So make sure that you're setting yourself up with a good set of history, of things that you've documented that you can go back to when you're feeling, I can't do this anymore, I don't want to do this, what am I doing? You can go back and really take a look at what you've done, okay? Get mentally prepared. Why do you want to lose the weight or get healthy? If you do want to lose weight, how much do you want to lose? What will your life be like when you do? Spend some time thinking about all of this, because again, when you're feeling like, if I have to count one more calorie or I have to pass up one more piece of chocolate cake, I'm going to go mental. This is what's going to get you through. This is what you're going to go back to and say, okay, this is why I did it. Okay, so make sure that you're really, again, this is part of the planning. You're getting yourself mentally prepared. Get psyched up. Get excited to start this plan. Make this the first day of the rest of your life. You know, all of these things, they sound trite and they sound really contrived, but they're kind of true. I mean, they came about for a reason. So, you know, maybe come up with a better slogan or something for yourself, but really, you know, take those to heart and make them the basis, okay? Number 5, keep a physical reminder of your goals and choices. For me, it's a keychain. That was one thing that when I was doing something, I got this keychain, and it just really, it had just sort of a little saying on it. It was just sort of a kitschy thing, but to me it represented what I wanted to do and where I needed to go. So that keychain spends a lot of time with me. The other thing is I have a photo that was taken very close to the beginning of my weight loss journey, and when I look at that photo, I see how far I've come. And it's really quite amazing. I know for myself, when I looked in the mirror, I didn't see the changes. But now when I compare myself in the mirror today to that photo that was taken a couple years ago, it's pretty remarkable how different I look. Also, you know, any medals of participation, things like that, I keep all on a board so that at any point when I'm thinking I can't do something, I look back and realize, you know, hey, I walked a half marathon. And, you know, yeah, I may not have been the first one through the finish line. In fact, I was probably closer to the last, but I did it. And I wasn't going to win. I was going to do it. That was all I needed to do, and I did. And that was a huge accomplishment for me. So I keep those physical reminders around to let myself know that, in fact, I can do this. Step 6 is forgive yourself. Everyone falls off the wagon. You are at a friend's birthday party and somebody hands you a slice of cake, and before you know it, you're eating it. Or it's been a rough day and you pour yourself a glass of wine, and then you pour yourself a second glass of wine. It's gonna happen. It just is. You can't say no to everything all the time. But what you need to do is acknowledge it. Yes, I ate that piece of cake. Yes, I had that second glass of wine. Yes, I had that plate of fries. And no, I shouldn't have. But if you're acknowledging that blip and you're maybe figuring out why you slipped, what it was that caused that, then, you know, you're setting yourself up. And don't, whatever you do, if it is noon and you've eaten that piece of cake, do not say that the rest of the day is lost, because it's not. That piece of cake can quite easily be just a blip, but it's when you sacrifice and throw away your entire day that there's a real problem, okay? So make sure that, you know, you acknowledge it and you move on, and do so quickly. You know, you have to forgive yourself. You're not perfect. And being perfect is kind of boring anyway. So, you know, every once in a while, you are gonna slip.